Cleaning up is Teoscar Hernandez, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the DH. Alejandro Kirk will catch. Matt Chapman at third. Raimel Tapia, the left fielder, is going to bat in the 8th spot, and Santiago Espinal at second base will bat 9th. 3 lefties on the bench and 1 switch hitter. You see the bullpen that the Blue Jays bring into this one. And they're going to face Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole towing the slab and the boogie down tonight. You see, last year was good across the board. 24 home runs given up, only 41 walks.
Cole's ready. Springer's ready. Let's do it in the Bronx. First pitch, swung on and missed. We're underway.
And the pitcher scouting report, he's still building up through 68 pitches in that opening start, probably up to 80, 85. Control freak. He's got 10 career games, or actually 19 career games where he's had 10 plus strikeouts and 0 walks. Second most in the major leagues to Max Scherzer. And he's got a new toy, Michael. He's got a little cut fastball that Aaron Boone has talked about him using. That was a slider there. They got the swing and the miss on the 0-2 count to Springer, but he does have a little bit of a new wrinkle.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Get the safest music subscription for content creators with over 35,000 tracks and 90,000 sound effects. Start your 30-day free trial today.
Send it. 3, 2, 1. All right. Pick up here. Top of the second here. Kirk is up to bat. Cole sucks right now. He's already given up a run. First pitch down. Strike one into Kirk. Runner on first. No outs. Garrett Cole gave up a home run and then just gave up a walk. So he's not having the best start. Very similar to his start the other day. ERA is currently at 7.20. Here's the 0-1 count. Garrett Cole takes the sign. Likes it. Checks the runner at first. Wind up throw. Right over the middle of a strike two. 98-mile-an-hour fastball to get ahead in the count on Kirk, who is currently batting 133 as the sixth man for the Toronto Blue Jays. Garrett Cole is struggling big time this season. Only had 2 starts, but still. Likes the first sign he sees from the catcher. Checks the runner at first. The 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Catcher sets up outside. Throws just outside for ball number 1. Brings the count to 1-2. Kirk was looking at that one. He wanted to swing at it. I'll tell you what. He really did. Cole is through 1 inning with top of the second, no outs, 24 pitches already. Can't imagine he's going to go far. Looks like the Yankees bullpen will be used quite often. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Cole. Throw, swing, and a foul ball to the right side, right field line, just before the bleachers. Ball boy will kick that up. Count remains 1-2. After Kirk, it's Chapman, the third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. Once you get past the 1, 2, 3 of the order here for Toronto, everyone's batting average seems to drop off by a couple hundred. So here comes the pitch. 1-2 count. Cole takes the sign. He likes it. Catcher sets up inside. Pickoff move at first, and he gets right back in time. Nobody out there. Nobody doing anything. If you're Cole, you got to try something. You got to try something out here. You're having a struggle the first couple games of your 2022 season, but that's okay, I guess. You're a millionaire regardless. Count remains 1-2, no outs, top of the second. Blue Jays out to an early 1-0 lead. Cole takes the sign. He likes it. Catcher sets up outside, low and outside. Here comes the pitch in the dirt for ball number 2. Kirk's worked right back to a 2-2 count here. Doing pretty well for young Mr. Kirk's got an on-base percentage of .258. That batting average is still 133. On deck is Matt Chapman, the third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. Batting 176 on the season, but a .675 on-base percentage. 2-2 count. Cole likes a sign. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for out number 1. There's something positive for Garrett Cole. So the first batter of the inning, he walks on 4 pitches. Second batter deals a little bit, has to battle quite a bit, but he does get the strikeout for the first out. So now if you're the Yankees, you're hoping for a ground ball double play, get out of the inning, keep Cole's pitching number nice and low for the first 2 innings, but He's already up to 30 on top of his bad start he had last week against the Red Sox. We all remember that, right? Where he complained about the, what was it, the national anthem or the Ukraine national anthem taking too long or something. Regardless, 0 count. Here's Chapman. First pitch from Cole is another pickoff move to first base. He's back in time. Nothing happening there. You're Cole. You just got to stop worrying about the runner on first and just kind of deal to your batter at the plate. You've already lost the guy on first, so like I say, try to get a double play ball. That's kind of the best option if you're Cole. Cole steps off. Seems like they're having a miscommunication with the that sign. I think it's like vibration. The catcher sends a vibration. Regardless, 0-0 count. Here's the first pitch, down and outside for ball number 1. He's throwing pretty hard tonight. Consistently at the 97, 8 or 9 miles an hour fastball, which is, you know, that's good. That's good for a pitcher, a starting pitcher nonetheless. So like I say, I'd imagine, I don't think Cole's going much further in this game. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch over the middle of the plate for strike number 2. Another 4-seam fastball. That's pretty much all he's throwing right now. You wonder if he's not confident in his pitches. Would you be confident if you gave up a home run in the first inning? 1-1 count. Cole likes the sign, checks the runner at first. Here's the throw, swing and a miss. Strike 2 for a slider that was way outside the plate. Nonetheless, got him swinging. Count is 1-2. If you can get another strikeout here, you'll start to get a little more confident. Again, strikeout, pop out, double play. Any one of these is what you're looking for if you're the Yankees. And if you're Toronto, you just want to keep this pitch count rising. Make them use their bullpen. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 99 mile an hour fastball right over the middle of the plate. Sit down, Chapman. That was a good pitch. He's throwing really hard out there right now. That's crazy. So after giving off the leadoff walk of the inning, you then get back-to-back strikeouts. Maybe looking for a third to end this inning. Get your boys back up to play. But Garrett Cole already at 31 pitches. 31 pitches in the first 2 innings. That is not promising if you're a New York Yankees manager. Nonetheless, here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the outside half of the plate. Toronto Blue Jays, number 8 spot here. Batting 143 overall. On base percentage of 286. That's reassuring if you're the Yankees. Go 0-1 count. Top of the second. 2 outs. Runner on first. Here's Cole with the pitch. Foul ball. No, it's coming in the field. Here goes back to the left side. I think that's that. Yeah, that's Hicks there out there in left field playing that. So LeMahieu, Torres, Hicks coming up for the Yankees. The bottom of the second. See if they can get a run on the board or do something. But we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back when they're back. You know, if you're Garrett Cole and you play for the New York Yankees, I mean, like last year he had his issues with the pine tar, right? Like that was the whole Trevor Bauer and him argument. Like Trevor Bauer like called him out and Supposedly they were like rivals in college, and I don't really pay much attention to that. But if you're Garrett Cole nonetheless, and then your stats, like, they tank this far, they tank this bad when simply not even removing anything, but simply checking pitchers, I'd be worried if I'm the New York Yankees. But he already signed his long-term deal. Nonetheless, the 5th spot hitter for the New York Yankees, LeMahieu, the 3rd baseman, up to bat. First pitch is a ball. Here's second pitch. Inside, ball number 2. That was high and inside. LeMahieu's batting .231 for the season so far. On base percentage of .950. I think anyone in the league will take that percentage. Anyone in any league will take it. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Wind up. Throw right over the heart of the middle. He was taking that home all the way. LeMahieu could have been told to swing at that, and he was not going to. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 2nd. LeMahieu up to bat. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle. Swung on. Fouled back behind plate to even out the count at 2-2. New York Yankees struggling here. Last night they had a good offensive performance. You could tell right away in the first inning they were going to be dominant with their bats. This first inning, not so great. Second inning, let's see how it goes. LeMahieu, 2-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Catcher sets up inside. Swung on, hit down the right field line. Back to the wall. Right fielder walks right over to the warning track and catches that ball for out number 1. That was exciting, though. They can keep swinging the bat like that. You know, at this Yankee Stadium, you can hit this ball to right field, and any other park, I think it'd be caught. But in Yankee Stadium, if the ball goes right, you think it's going to the going over to the wall here. So next up to bat here is Aaron Hicks, the center fielder for tonight. Traditionally plays left field. Left field is by Gallo. Here's the first pitch. Oh wait, no wait, I got mixed up here. It is not Hicks. It is Torres, the second baseman. I thought I had that mixed up. Anyway, first pitch was a swing and miss strike. Here's the second pitch. Right over the middle, swing and miss again. A great curveball. 80 miles an hour. That ball is still diving right now. Holy cow. So the Blue Jays get out to a quick 0-2 in the count. Torres batting .286 overall. Here we go. Here's the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Same curveball, same spot. Torres holds up on it, and it's called a ball. The count goes 1-2 for the New York Yankees second baseman. Torres on deck is Aaron Hicks. See what he can do here. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Sets up high. It is high. Fastball, four-seam fastball just outside. So Torres battled back here. Got the count even. 2-2. Have to imagine he's going to get a good pitch here. Don't really want to go to a full count here. That's all right. 0-2. On base percentage of Torres is .742. Here's a pitch inside. It is ball. It's a changeup inside. Lost control of that one. Runs the count full. That's good. Getting Torres here. Full count. See what he can do. Is he going to play defensive or swing for the fences? It's early game. New York Stadium. Why not swing for the fences? Pitcher's moving around a lot. Getting nervous, perhaps. Wipe some sweat off his hands. Grips the baseball. Torres digs in. Full count 3-2. Pitcher likes the first pitch. Catcher sets up outside. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Looking to see if he goes. He says he went. I don't know about that. That ball was out of the zone. He check swing. If he didn't go around, he's walking to first. Umpire says he went. And it's strike 3. I don't know about that. That is an interesting. I'd like to see that replay. Instead, the camera is showing us. We get it. Clayton Kershaw had a good day today. All right, it's early season. He didn't even come back out for the 8th inning. All right, let's move on. Can we get back to that check swing so I can see if it was a strikeout? Okay. Apparently, camera does not care about my opinion. Nevertheless, Aaron Hicks, center fielder, up to bat. He's batting .308 on the season. Here's the first pitch in the strike zone for strike number 1. That's all right. Aaron Hicks has 1 home run. I think he hit that yesterday. On base percentage .976. These on base percentages are crazy for the Yankees right now. Average .308 is crazy too. Here's the 0-1 count. Pitch in the dirt for ball number 1. Change up, down, and low. Brings the count 1-1. I'd like to see Aaron Hicks hit the ball here. I don't care if it's an out, but you got to make contact. It's been catcher and pitcher been playing catch all inning. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball number 2. Second back-to-back changeup. That's all right. I'll be willing to bet this next pitch is a curveball inside. Now the whole infield is shifted to the right with the exception of the third baseman who's playing where shortstop would. Here's the 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit right to the right side. Bochette dive in play, slides over, throws it at first. Safe is the call for Aaron Hicks as he runs down the first baseline. Bochette made a great play there. I mean, the ball wasn't going to right field. It wasn't hit incredibly hard, but he was just not in the right position. He still had to slide to stop it. Threw it from, it looks like his right butt cheek. And just in time as Hicks runs down. Oh, it looks like he stepped on, I think he might have stepped on Guerrera's hand. Oh, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's nasty. A full-blown man running down, stepping on your fingertips. Yikes. Clearly no foul play. Not an Alex Rodriguez moment. Just an accident. And oh, that looks like that hurts. I'm lucky I have small fingers. That wouldn't happen to me if I was the first baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Guerrero Jr. is coming out. Oh, he's bleeding. There's blood coming out of there. Now, I think they are allowed a timeout. Like time, not an actual timeout, but they're allowed time. But if they substitute him out, he can't come back in. It looks like Hicks was trying to shutter step out of the way, and he just acts. You hate to say accident injury in New York, right? That just doesn't sound right. But it looks like when you're walking a tightrope that you kind of, that little stutter steps. He did one of those, and just stepped on Guerrera's finger, and oosh, that is gushing. That is bloody. I mean, hey, he hit a home run, though. He hit the home run. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? All right, we're back. They're still checking at Guerrero. Like I say, if you substitute him out, if you put a substitute in, he can't come back in. So you got to make the determination of, is the injury so bad that you need to take him out? And if you're in the New York bench there, if you're Aaron Boone, I'm yelling like, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got to do. Tape it up or not, but let's, substitute him or get him out. Let's go. And Guerrero jogs back out to the first base. Be interesting to see if there's any interaction between him and Hicks. I never understand why, there's good sportsmanship moments, but you wonder why you can't just say, hey, sorry, like sometimes it's just, I don't know. And they just showed Garrett Cole in the Yankees bench already with a sweatshirt on. I wonder if he's done after 2 innings, giving up a home run. I doubt Guerrero's going to hit another home run this game based on that finger. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Anyway, up to bat, back to baseball. The number 8 spot for the New York Yankees, their shortstop, batting an abysmal 0.71 for the season. Check over to first, throw right back to Guerrero. Lays the tag on him, but he's back in time. No worry there, Aaron Hicks. Would have been a good time to, make another move if you wanted. 0-2, or not 0-2, bottom of the second. 0-0 count. First pitch. We're back to baseball here. Pitcher winds. He deals. Swung on, hit down the foul line, left side of the field for strike number 1. To the New York Yankees, number 8. 8th spot in the batting order. Shortstop. He's batting terrible. He has an on-base percentage of .276. But with Aaron Hicks' base hit that last at bat brings his on-base percentage up over 1,000. That's pretty good. 0-1 count, bottom of the second. Toronto has a 1-0 lead. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit right up the middle. Second baseman grabs it, steps on the bag, jogs back to the dugout. End of the second inning. A little bit of excitement from the Yankees. A little bit of injury to the Blue Jays. Coming back, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitter for the Toronto Blue Jays. So Guerrero might be up to bat this half inning. We'll see. We'll take a break. We'll be back when they are back. You know, I just don't get, like, you pay Garrett Cole. I mean, I want to find out what Garrett Cole's contract is. I mean, they pay him so much money. Garrett Cole signed a 9-year, $324 million contract. I mean, that's the $9 million signing. Average, I mean, he's making on average $36 million a season, and you like, he's just having a rough go of it. Really, since he came here. I mean, really, that contract obviously was valued because he came from Houston, and Houston was such a, you know, he won the World Series there. He was so dominant when he was there, pitching in the World Series and everything. But so you get signed to the Yankees. Come over and you're just not quite the same. But regardless, looks like he's still out there. No changes yet, and I can't see anything yet. Garrett Cole is still out there for the third inning. Like I say, he was out there with some shades on. Lead off the top of the third is the number 9 spot hitter, second baseman for the Blue Jays. First pitch in their slider, strike number 1. Garrett Cole had back-to-back strikeouts to end the last half inning. There you go, 0-1 count. Garrett Cole throws, popped up, center field. Center fielder rolling over. I think that's Judge, right? He's in center field tonight. No, that's Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks moves over shortly, catches the ball, out number 1, 2-pitch out. That's what you need if you're Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees. You need quick outs. If you can't get him in 3 pitches, get him in 2 with a pop out. Anyway, top of the order for the Toronto Blue Jays, George Springer, who's having probably one of the best starts to the season of his life, not even in the majors, batting .391, 2 home runs, on-base percentage of 1,223, 4 RBIs as your leadoff hitter. That's phenomenal. But Garrett Cole is going to strike him out right here. Here's the first pitch. It's outside, ball number 1, 97-mile-an-hour fastball outside. You'd like to go 1-2-3 here, so you don't have to see Guerrero Jr., but do you want to give him more time with that bloody finger? We'll see. First pitch, second pitch, swung right back to Garrett Cole. He'll toss it over to the first baseman. Out number 2. Again, another 2 pitches. He threw, what are we at here? 33 pitches through the first 2 innings. And he's thrown 4 through the first 2 batters of the third. Showing us that it's 64 degrees in New York right now. It's a nice temperature. So Bo Bichette is up to bat. Shortstop with the crazy hair. Where's that at? 217 batting average. .565 on base percentage. Garrett Cole sets, winds up, first pitch. Swung on, hit right out to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And just when you think the inning is going to end quick, Bichette rounds first, slides into second, nice and safe. Helmet came off. You know, I think this is like a baseball thing, right? Like if you have long hair and you're right, your helmet always comes off. Like we get it. You have long, luscious hair and spend $300 a freaking month on like shampoo and conditioner. But like, does your helmet always have to come off just to show it off? Didn't Johnny Damon do that a whole bunch when he was in New York or when he was in Boston? Of course, he came to New York and had to cut that hair famously. Bichette slides into second for a 2-out double, and that'll bring up the only man who scored the only run of this entire game so far, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Wonder how that finger feels. Solo home run in the first inning. He's doing some sort of base dirt digging thing. I don't know what that is, but hey, you do you, man. All right. So just when you thought the inning was coming out nice and quick, 2-out double keeps the inning alive. Cole takes the sign. He likes it. Checks Bichette on second. He winds. He deals. Outside, ball number 1. Four-seam fastball, 97 mile an hour. Not quite losing the velocity. This will surely put his pitch count over 40 for the first 3 innings. Where he was looking like he might have got out of here without throwing 6 pitches. Instead, he's got to face 5 batters and hopefully do something out. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Over the middle. Guerrero hits it. Goes foul out of play over the right side. Bring the count to 1-1. Right. That's all right. Ooh. Ooh, they're showing the replay of that home run. It rolled out of the glove of Aaron Hicks. That's unfortunate, actually. Anyway, can't remember about happened. Can't worry about the past. 1-1 count. Bichette takes his lead on second. Cole checks him. Checks the sign, likes the sign. He winds. He throws in. Swing on, hit to the left side of the field. It's back. That finger's not broken. Nothing matters because he's hit 2 home runs and 3 innings of this baseball game. Garrett Cole, you make $36 million a year. Could you stop giving up home runs to people with broken fingers? And the Toronto Blue Jays now take a 3-0 lead thanks to Garrett Cole's abysmal start. Does anybody in the MLB want him? I'm sure they'll give him away. Stay tuned for after the game where Garrett Cole finds a new team. That's terrible. He's given up 3 hits. 2 of them were Guerrero Jr. and 2 of them were home runs. Swung on, hit right down left field line. Moment he hit it, he knew. He's not feeling anything in that finger right now, I'll tell you what. Oh, Garrett Cole. Shame. Anyway, next batter, Hernandez takes the ball up and in. That's terrible. Awful. Anyway, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the left field line. Third baseman scoops it up. Throw over to first. In time. He's out. End of the inning. Yankees head up. 9-1-2 is the order. Garrett Cole's walking back to the bench. Hopefully he never walks back out again. He mouthed something. Now I'm going to go back here, see if I can hear what he says. See if I can read his lips. What's he say? I don't know what he said. So it had to be the extent of I'm a terrible pitcher. Why did the Yankees sign me to a $370 million contract? Garrett Cole playing for the Blue Jays tonight. It's awful. We'll be back. All right, they're back. So they did show Garrett Cole walking the bench, and he did say some. He said, "God damn." Then I think he said, "I suck" or something. But regardless, can't just say you suck when you give up 2 home runs. Anyway, bottom of the third. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I'm not at live. That's right. Anyway, bottom of the third, 1 out already. Bringing up the start of the order, Anthony Rizzo for the New York Yankees. The number 9 spot hitter, catcher for the Yankees. He flew out to left field. I was behind. Anthony Rizzo here. Come on now, get something up on the something on the hit column. That's all we really need. Here's the first pitch. Woo! That was a good curveball. Almost got back in the zone, but just outside for ball number 1. Count starts 0-1. Anthony Rizzo, left-handed batter, batting .235 on the season. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Same spot, different pitch, but it's still a ball. Fastball. That same spot of the curveball was ball number 2. 2-0 on the count. Anthony Rizzo. Oh my God, I can't. I mean, how do you? Story of the night so far: Garrett Cole, early season struggles. That's all right. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Same spot again. Must be a scouting report that says throw the ball up and outside to Anthony Rizzo. He works a count 3-0. This early in the game, 0-3. Everybody's moved over. There's nobody on the left side of the field. Bunt it. I want to see you bunt it. Get a base runner. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. That's promising if you are the New York Yankees. Anthony Rizzo walks down the first baseline. Will touch the bag, and will be a runner on first with 1 out. Bottom of the third. And up to the plate, young Mr. 99, Aaron Judge. Yet to home run or hit an RBI this season, but his on-base percentage is .698, and his average is .250. Worst thing you want to happen is hit into a double play here if you're Aaron Judge. Here's the first pitch. Pitcher checks the runner at first. He winds, he deals, throws, hit down the right field line. It's out of play. Ball number 1, or strike number 1 rather, to Aaron Judge, the number 99 outfielder for the New York Yankees. Only thing you'll hear anyone talk about him all season is how he turned down a monstrous contract. Yankees went public with it. Aaron Judge did not like that, but that's okay. That's how it goes in the world of business. We all know you make hundreds of millions. Here's the 0-1 count. Aaron Judge, high in his side, ball number 1. It was a sinker. Brings the count back to 1-1. You just want to see, this pitcher, he's up to 42 pitches. You want to see his count get pretty high. And then, hopefully, get another pitcher in there and you guys can get some hits. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Aaron Judge skies it high in the infield. Guerrero walks over. He's in foul territory. Catches it. Laughs at it. Throws it back to the pitcher. 2nd out for the New York Yankees. Anyway, so bring up Donaldson, DH, batting .211 on the season, on base percentage of .496. See if he can do anything right now. Yankees bats they've yet to come alive yet. Only base runners are from walks. Aaron Judge in the first, and Anthony Rizzo here in the third. All right, they're showing a picture of Guerrero Jr.'s weight loss journey. All right, good job. I don't know what that is. First pitch, foul down the right field line. That was a rocket. He hit that in fair territory. That ball's going to the wall. Anthony Rizzo scoring from first. Unfortunately, that's not how it played out. It was fouled down the right field line. Bring the count. Costs nothing but a strike. 0-1's the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Toronto leads 3-0. All their runs are thanks to their first baseman from 2 home runs. 0-1 count. Josh Donaldson, DH for the New York Yankees right now. Here's the pitch. It curved right back into the strike zone for strike number 2. That was a nice sinker on the outside corner. Bring the count 0-2. On deck is Joey Gallo, the 4th spot hitter. He's batting .214 on the season. But in order for him to get up, Donaldson's got to do something. Here's the 0-2 count. Pitcher checks Rizzo at first. The throw. Check swing. Foul tip, he says he caught it. What? I'd like to see that one again. I'm gonna rewind it again and not forget to fast forward. I don't know how I don't know how this was a foul ball. I don't know about that. I mean, there's no reaction from Donaldson. He seemed to shake his head like he knew he got caught with something, and he went back to the dugout. Anyway, nevertheless, Blue Jays are up to bat. It's gonna be their 5, 6, 7 spot. Yeah, I don't know. That is just like, it's so stupid. Like Garrett Cole. I mean, I hate to like lay into him, right? And like be like, is it playing somewhere? Hold on, let me see. I have to check that. Oh, it is. I thought I could hear my echo, and I could hear my echo. It's because I still have it turned on. That's funny. That. We're already at an hour, which means my camera battery probably only has an hour left, but that's all right. We have a full-blown charger coming in the mail. Should hopefully do something. I mean, if you're the Yankees, you need base runners. It seems like this is going to be the story of the Yankees all season, right? They're either going to have games like last night where it's, you know, they're swinging at everything, they're hitting everything. And, you know, the chances of them, you know, winning the game, you'll know it within the first couple innings because they'll either be swinging or not. Keep in mind, Giancarlo Stanton is out of this game for some reason. I mean, I'm not too sure, but nevertheless, top of the fourth, Garrett Cole still out there. Here's the pitch, first pitch, high and outside, ball number 1. Got to 0-1. I have to switch these real quick because. Anyway, 1-0 count. Here's the second pitch. Change up down and outside for ball number 2. Brings the count to 2-0. To the number 5 spot for the Toronto Blue Jays. Their right fielder. 0 for 2 today. Here's the third pitch. Right on the outside corner for strike number 1. At least that's positive. He threw a strike. All right. Here's Garrett Cole. 2-1 count. Sign throws it. Foul tip right back behind the catcher for strike number 2. Even out the count. 2-2. Slider. Nice pitch by Garrett Cole. We haven't been saying that much tonight, have we? Either way. 47 pitches through 4 innings. Well, through 3 innings. Start of the 4th here. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 4th. 2-2's to count. Garrett Cole on the bump. Doesn't like the first sign. Shakes it off. Shakes off the second sign. Batter calls timeout. Umpire obliges. We take a second. We regather ourselves. Garrett Cole thinks about how he robs the Yankees of $300 and something million. Nevertheless, back on the bump. Takes the first pitch. He likes it. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Foul hit right up the middle. Right to the second baseman. No trouble. Throw to first. He's out. Out number 1 of the inning. And the Yankees have yet to give up a home run this inning. That's great. Replay here. Almost hit Garrett Cole. I'm sure some people would have not mind that. Top of the 4th. 1 out. Here's Mr. Kirk. He started our broadcast. We came in a little bit late. He started our broadcast way back in the 2nd inning, and he struck out, keeping that batting average at a nice 125 on the season. Here's the first pitch. Garrett Cole in the dirt. Bounced its way over. Everyone laughs at it, and the ump calls it a ball. This will be Garrett Cole's 50th pitch of the outing. He's 1-0 count. Shakes off the first pitch. Greases the second one. Here it comes. outside, ball number 2. He's having a hard time. It seems like him and the catcher are disagreeing quite a bit with the calls, but that's okay. Takes the first pitch, 2-0 count. Here he comes. He deals right over the middle. Strike 1, slider. It's a good pitch by Garrett Cole. Decent pitch, decent velocity, 87. Now he's over the 50 pitches. You have to imagine, I don't know if he'll come back out for the 5th. You'd love to see the Yankees put up some runs here in the home half of the 4th. 2-1's the count. Here's the throw to Kirk. Outside, ball number 2. Slider, 91 miles an hour. Brings the count to 3-1. You struck out this guy last time he was up. Can we not walk him, please? Can we not get him on base? That would be great. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to the shortstop. He gathers it. He's got to throw it pretty hard. But Kirk's the catcher, so he's got a couple extra LBSs on him. So throws it in time, and he's out for the second out of the 4th inning. So Garrett Cole, just like that. 2 up, 2 down. Lucky for him, Guerrero Jr. is not up to bat yet, so should be relatively routine. So 1 hop to first. You know, shortstop had to do a little, you hate to say Derek Jeter play, but he really had to throw it across his body. 1 hop over to Anthony Rizzo. Catches it, tags the base out. But that's all right. Anyway, moving on. Number 7 spot, the 3rd baseman, Mr. Chapman. First pitch. It's a great knuckle curve. Where the hell has that been all game? Jeepers. That was a great pitch. Had everybody swinging on that one. Matt Chapman batted 167 on the season. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball right over the middle, swung and fouled back behind home plate. Brings the count to 0-2. Let's go, Cole. Strike him out here. Get out of the inning. Move on. See if the Yankees can do something in the home half of the 4th. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the 4th, 3-0. Toronto leading the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole likes the pitch. Here's the sign. Here's the swing, and it's hit to left field, up in the air. Here comes the left fielder. Catches it, brings it in, and that's the end of the first half of the 4th inning. Gallo, LeMahieu, Torres up to bat for the New York Yankees. When we come back, time to get those bats working. All right, home half of the 4th here. Joey Gallo up to bat. He's 0 for 1, 214 batting average on the season. Starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays is still in there. On base percentage 600. Here's the first pitch right over the middle. Strike one, fastball. I never understand that. If you're the leadoff hitter of an inning, every inning, I'm telling my batter to swing. First pitch, leadoff hitter, every inning. Second pitch, 0-1 count, outside, ball number one, work the count back to a 1-1. If you're the leadoff batter of every inning, like, why not swing, right? The pitcher wants to assert control. He's going to want to throw it over the middle every time. Anyway, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Same spot outside, ball two. I guess that's maybe why I'm not a manager. That's my mindset. I'm sure there's much more of a professional reason for not doing it. Regardless, count is 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-0, bottom of the fourth, no outs. Toronto has a 3-0 lead over the New York Yankees. Here's the pitch, 50th pitch for the pitcher. Same spot, but Gallo wanted it this time, swung at it, fouls it back down the left side of the field. 2-2 is the count. Joey Gallo. You got to think, what do you guys have as a team? 1 hit through 3.5 innings. You got to get something in play. Maybe the Yankees lineup, you just want to make contact. Just want to hit the ball. Pitcher's getting up there in pitches. He's still well over 50, but 2-2's count. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside. That was cool. Ball number 3 runs a full count. He's doing a lot of these. He's getting a lot of full counts here. So, this is one of those weird shifts by the Blue Jays where the whole infield is way over to the right. Again, just try to bunt it to the left. 3-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk. The New York Yankees will bring up the New York Yankees third baseman, LeMahieu, who is currently 0 for 1 tonight with a batting average of .214 and an on-base percentage of .889. All you want is contact here. All you want is contact. Infield has gone back to the traditional positions. No giant holes in the infield. Pitcher checks the runner at first. Here's the 0-0 pound. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle. Strike one again. Yankees are letting him get first pitch strikes all night. Mayhew checks the sign at third. Digs back into the plate. Swings the bat a few times. Pitcher checks the runner at first. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Throw over to first. Nothing happening there. Back in time. And we'll do it all over again. Mayhew checks the sign at third. Digs back into the box. Pitcher says no to the first. Says yes to the second. Checks the runner at first. 0-1 count. Here he comes. He throws. Swung on and dropped down to the first baseman. Gets past the bench. Oh my, I can't announce it. It was so exciting. The ball got past the pitcher, rolled to the shortstop. Nobody got it in time. Everybody's safe. So with the leadoff walk, the Mayhew comes up and gets a nice little chopper for a first base hit. And that'll bring up Torres, the second baseman, with nobody on, or excuse me, nobody out, 2 people on, bottom of the fourth. Here's a moment of the game. You're the Yankees. You're the Yankees. You got to be thinking. This is a good moment. Perhaps they're wearing down the pitcher. Gleyber Torres, 0 for 1 tonight. Batting average of .267, on base of .694. Bottom of the fourth, 2 on, nobody out. Toronto Blue Jays are up 3-0. Seem to be having some sort of issue with the electronic sign caller. I wonder if this affects the pitch count at all. The pitcher looks like he can't understand it. He's taking his hat off. He says 4. Here comes Kirk out to the pitcher's mound. If I'm the Blue Jays, I'm taking time here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Is that why you gave up the walk? Looks like they have some sort of tool. I mean, if this is something they're going to do all year, let's get rid of it. Isn't the process of the electronic sign supposed to be to speed it up? Or was it because people were stealing signs? So what it is, for those who don't know, is the catcher has a electric kind of pulse reader that is in the pitcher's hat, and I think it's in a lot of the outfielders' hats or fielders' hats, and I believe it sends vibrations, which they all have memorized which each vibration is for the pitch, but it almost looks like it was in their ear and that they were hearing something. That's interesting. But Kirk, now the catcher, looking at the signs, so it looks like perhaps they're going away from it and they're just going to go into their signs. More confusion again. Kirk is trying to talk to the pitcher. It's the same thing. He says 4. Can we just, okay, if I'm Aaron Boone and the New York Yankees, this is awful. Let's give every pitcher a 3-minute break whenever they want, especially when they give off leadoff walk-in hits. That's ridiculous. Either way, back to the old-fashioned finger calls. 0-0 count to Gleyber Torres. Here's the pitch. Down. Hey, I was in the strike zone. Umpire said nope. Umpire said, you guys want to take that long, we'll call it ball. All right. Torres 176 with runners in scoring position this season. Pretty good. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Woo, that was a good curveball, but it curved outside the zone. 2-0 count. This count's looking good for Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres on base percentage is .694 this season. You'd love to see him get a blooper into the outfield. Even a hit to the outfield, get the runners advanced would be nice. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle, swing and a miss by Gleyber Torres. Strike number 1, 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour fastball. It's pretty good. I mean, I could probably throw it that fast, but hey, it was a good pitch. Regardless, the count now goes 2-1. Still here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitcher. Checks the runners. Likes the sign. Comes set. Here's the throw. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate for strike number 2. So just like that, 2-0 count becomes 2-2. And now you're playing safe. Now you're playing safety. You want to hit the ball far. You want to make contact, but you don't want it to be in the infield. Let's see if we get something here. See if we can get something. Nobody on. Nobody out. 2 on. 2-2's the count. Bottom of the 4th. Gleyber Torres at the plate. Digs in. Pitcher checks the sign. Likes it. Checks the runners. He throws. Outside. Called strike 3. Come on. That was outside the zone. Umpire said nope. Called it. Probably making up for that first pitch of the at-bat where it was clearly a ball or clearly a strike. Called it a ball. Torres strikes out. He'll head back to the bench. I mean, they're showing the replay. That thing didn't even... The only plate that hit was the imaginary one in the other batter's box. That was not a strike. Regardless, Aaron Hicks, 1 for 1. He's up to bat. 357 on the season. He had a single back in the 2nd inning. He's got a runner in scoring position. One swing of the bat could tie this game. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike number 1. Changeup. 85-mile-an-hour fastball outside corner. 0-1 count to Mr. Aaron Hicks, center fielder for the New York Yankees. He played part in this first home run of this game, which it was in his glove and just bounced out. 0-1 count. Checks the runners. Checks the runner on second again. Here's the throw. Here's the pitch outside. Ball number 1. Check swing. They wanted to appeal it. Umpire said, nope, he didn't go. No reason to appeal. 1-1 count for the left-handed hitter, Aaron Hicks. I'd like to see some sort of contact here. If they strain both these runners, if they strand the walk to start the game, then that's going to be an interesting note. Anyway, here's the 1-1 count in the dirt. Kirk fumbled it, but he gathered it nicely. Keeps the runners on their plates. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Hicks. Maybe you send someone in motion here. Maybe you do something. You confuse it. I mean, I don't want it, but I have a feeling a double play is coming. The way the Yankees have been playing tonight, the way their bats have been terribly inactive, the unfortunate stuff that's happened to them, this screams double play. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Say he went. Strike 2. Umpires. He's calling every check swing, except for the one, of course. 2-2's the count. Aaron Hicks digs in. Has to play a bit more defensive now with 2 strikes on him. Here's the pitch. Checks the runners at first and second. Here's the throw. Over the plate. Hit up the first base line. Guerrero over to second to Bochette. Bochette doesn't throw it to first for the double play. I think the pitcher might not have been there in time. Aaron Hicks reaches safely. Runners on the corners. The Guerrero Jr. throws it to second in time. Bochette started the throw, but looked like he might have been faking. They've yet to show the camera angle if the pitcher was not there. I think maybe he was trying to fake out the runner at third. I don't think the pitcher was there either way. Looks like no, the pitcher was there. So Bochette maybe just didn't want to throw it. Either way, inning's still alive. Runners on the corners. Here's the number. What is this? Anyway, I think it's the number 8 hitter. Shortstop for the New York Yankees. First pitch fouled off down the left field line. That's all right. First strike of the inning. I mean, you're just not feeling it, right? You know, sometimes you get the feeling that the Yankees are going to have a good inning, and this is just not one of them. You know, you got a leadoff walk and then a single, and then you give up 2 outs. Strikeout, called strikeout, and then a light chopper forced out at second. Throw over to first, not in time. Runner back safely. He does that. He does that interesting. He's thrown over to first quite a bit, this pitcher tonight. Regardless, still count 0 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th, pitcher steps off the mound. Bottom of the 4th, 2 on, 2 out. Toronto Blue Jays leading the New York Yankees 3-0. They have 1 more game in this series played tomorrow night. Come right back here and make sure you watch that. We'll be broadcasting that live from this bedroom. Takes the leads. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the third base line to the Bochette. Throw over to first in time. End of the 4th inning. So the Yankees get a leadoff walk followed by a single and do absolutely nothing with it. We come back, top of the 5th, 8-9-1 for the Toronto Blue Jays, who lead the Yankees 3-0. All right, Garrett Cole still out there, top of the 5th. First pitch, inside ball. His second pitch, 1-0 count. Right over the heart of the middle, strike one. To the Toronto Blue Jays' 8th spot, their left fielder. On base percentage, 125. Once you get past, like I said, once you get past the 4, 5, 6, it's really easy for Toronto. Here comes a pitch right over the middle, swing and a miss, and a nice changeup brings the count to 1-2. You know, Garrett Cole, with the exception of this one batter, you know, with the exception of Guerrero Jr., he's been rather good. Not giving up many hits. They only have 3. 1-2's the count. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball number 2. Catcher throws that right away. Get ourselves a new ball out here to Garrett Cole. You know, but it is the top of the 5th. I mean, if you're New York, you got to get something going soon here. Garrett Cole checks it, likes the first sign. Here's the pitch. 2-2 count. Swing on, foul ball back behind home plate. 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Count remains 2-2. Cole just threw his 61st pitch of the night, so he kind of got that pitch count a little more relaxed after the first couple innings. He threw 30 through the first 2, and then he's thrown 30 since 3 more innings after that. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1. Strikeout number 4, first of the inning. Get the Yankees out to an easy first out of the game. Brings up Toronto's number 9 spot, their second baseman. Good pitch. You could tell this batter here, he was just not feeling it. Not feeling it. The moment that left Garrett Cole's hand, you knew it was a strikeout. So 1 out, top of the 5th. Garrett Cole. Here comes first pitch in the dirt. Ball number 1. Same thing as last at bat. Santiago batting .333 on the season. .842 on base percentage. 2 RBIs, no home runs. Garrett Cole checks. Likes the first sign. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing on and a miss. Strike 1. Slider up and in. 92 miles an hour. Brings the count to 1-1. Garrett Cole, you want to have a good inning here. 3 up, 3 down. So you don't face Guerrero Jr. again. And then maybe you get a new pitcher or a fresh inning. Second pitch lined out to center field. Aaron Hicks coming on. Waves off Aaron Judge. Makes the catch to the second out of the inning. So this is kind of what happened last time too. Now they're showing Garrett Cole's spin rate statistics. In his first game, it was 2,500. Now it's 2,400. I mean, who really cares? Anyway, here's the pitch to the leadoff hitter, Springer, in the dirt. Ball number 1. He started every at-bat this inning so far with a ball in the dirt. George Springer 0 for 2 tonight after having a great start to his season. It'd be great if you're a Yankees fan to keep him hitless all through the game tonight. Here's the 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle, strike 2, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Still bringing the heat, Garrett Cole is here in the 5th inning. 1-1's the count. George Springer's on-base percentage is still over 1,000. So that tells you how good of a season he's having so far. Here's the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Slider in the dirt. Garrett Cole seems to be warming up a little bit. This will be a great inning. You can get strikeouts and get out of the inning. 1-2's the count to the leadoff man for the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 outs, top of the 5th, 3-0. Garrett Cole, 69th pitch this will be. Here's the windup throw in the dirt. Ball 2, four-seam fastball, clocked at 99 mile an hour. Throw the knuckle curve. Garrett Cole, throw the knuckle curve. Get your 70th pitch of the inning, or of the game. Get a strikeout. Get into the dugout. You probably don't have to face Guerrero Jr. again. Garrett Cole likes it. First sign. Here he comes. Throw. Down hit to the third base. Foul out of play. Was a changeup. It's right down the third base line. Keeps the count. 2-2. Ball boy tosses it to a nice kid out there wearing a Garrett Cole shirt. He's probably going to get that rid of when he gets home. Find a new player to root for, because if you root for Garrett Cole, Not sure what you're doing. 2-2's the count. Garrett Cole doesn't like the first sign. Doesn't like the second. Says yes to the third. Goes, he winds, he throws in the dirt. Ball number 3. So he didn't like the first or second. Came back with the third sign. Was a four-seam 99-mile-an-hour fastball. You have to imagine the catcher wanted a curveball there. To be honest with you, I wanted a curveball too. Now you can't throw it because the count's full. 3-2. Probably going to be a fastball again. Batter knows that. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Out of play. It was a slider, high and in. That was weird. I didn't mean to make that noise. Count remains full. 3-3. If you give up that walk to Springer, you got to get something. You got to get a meeting or something. Count's full. 3-2. Garrett Cole, 73rd pitch of the game. Top of the 5th. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Strikeout number 2 of the inning. Springer sits down. Can't believe he missed that pitch. And Garrett Cole goes back to the dugout, not having to face Guerrero Jr. for a 3rd time so far. So we'll see what happens. Garrett Cole will come back out the next inning. Due up, it is the 9. I think it's the 9-1. Yep, 9-1-2. Bat in order for the New York Yankees. Anthony Rizzo, Aaron Judge come to bat. Let's see if they can do something. The Yankees look like they have 2 pitchers rather, in the bullpen warming up. I'll be willing to bet Garrett Cole does not come back out in the top of the 6th. He's up to 70 pitches. He's given up 2 home runs to Guerrero, and he blows by everyone else. So why not get a new pitcher in there and try your chance at something else? Anyway, bottom half of the 5th. Here's first pitch. The Yankees catcher outside. No, inside. Hey, called it a strike. Young Mr. Kyle batting an abysmal 0.067 on the season. On base percentage is 134. 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball number 1. At least that one was called the ball properly. 1-1's the count. Toronto Blue Jays pitchers, he's about to hit 70 pitches as well. Here's the 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. That curveball had him fooled. Like he's the 9th spot hitter, and that's probably because he is the 9th spot hitter. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 5th. Yankees still have just 2 hits in the game, but Toronto only has 3 as well. Here's the pitch, 1-2. Same curveball, same spot, same awful swing, same result, except this time he's walking back to the dugout. Strikeout, out number 1 for the New York Yankees. That'll bring up Anthony Rizzo. Worked a walk last time he was at bat. And that's back-to-back. Back-to-back curveballs got him swinging. He looked foolish. He looks like he bats 9th. Anthony Rizzo here. Wait, yeah, 0 for 1, walk in the 3rd. Batting .235 in the season, 2 home runs, on-base percentage still over 1,000. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Outside, ball number 1. Looks like he's trying to throw a curveball outside to him. See if he'll go swing in. He says, nope. I don't bat number 9th in this order. I bat leadoff. You can't throw a curveball like that and expect me to swing at it. 1-0's the count. Here's the pitch. Yankees first baseman takes it, swings, hits it down the right field line. It's gone. He can walk backwards because that ball is gone. Cuts the lead down to just 2 thanks to a wonderful solo home run by Anthony Rizzo. Finally, the bats are swinging. At least one of them is swinging for the New York Yankees. You just wish someone was on base so it could be more than just 1 run. But luckily, this next up batter has an opportunity. You know, you kind of knew that, right? He was lightly pitching to Anthony Rizzo last time he was up to bat. First time he was at bat, he had a good hit. Yesterday, he swung the bat really well. He's doing very well. He's got an on-base percentage over 1,000, and his average is just under 300. I mean, he's doing really well. Speaking of someone else who has the power and strength to hit that ball twice as far, Aaron Judge is up to bat. First pitch, swung down, hit to the left side. Back-to-back home runs for the New York Yankees. And just like that, the lead is 1. Thanks to back-to-back home runs from Anthony Rizzo and Aaron Judge. Just like that, we have a ball game. And with 2 swings of the bat, the game is now 1 run. Whew. What a great bottom of the 5th. I knew it. I told you. I said their bats were coming. Yankees are now only down by 1, bottom of the 5th. I told you the pitch count was getting high. Aaron Judge, that's his first home run of the season. Start to build some confidence for him. 1 ball left, 1 ball to right. Donaldson up to bat. First pitch, striker, sinker inside the zone. That was great swings by Rizzo and Judge. 0-1 count. Here's the ball. No way. It's hit to left field. It's coming on. What a great bobble out there at second. It's a fair ball. Here comes Donaldson to second. Slides in there. Ooh, standing double. Whew. And just like that, 2 back-to-back home runs and then a stand-up double. Bringing up the number 4 hitter, Joey Gallo. You know, the left fielder slid to try to catch the ball, and it hit his glove and then hit his foot and then rolled to the wall, bounced off the wall, and rolled a little bit away from him. That's a double here. New York bats are coming alive. This pitcher's getting kind of weak. He's getting kind of tired. Just like that, Toronto's lead is getting kind of scary. If you're a Toronto fan. Here we go. Joey Gallo, the number 4 spot hitter for the Yankees. Batting .214. .635 is his on-base percentage. Toronto comes to meet the pitcher, probably asking him, hey, maybe stop throwing the pitches like that, okay? Get some bullpen action out in the Toronto side. Can't quite see who it is, and I don't know them well enough to know the names yet. But Joey Gallo was walked in the 4th. No home runs, no RBIs on the season. Here's a great opportunity for it. Donaldson takes the lead. Gallo digs into the left side of the batter's box. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, fouled up behind home plate. Kirk is running back. Looked for a second like maybe he was going to be able to play that. Instead, it goes back into the stands, and the count is 0-1. Now, if he hits a home run here, if he hits a home run right now, heck, I mean, if he even gets a double, and he can get Donaldson all the way in from second, I mean, this would be a great turn of events for the New York Yankees. This would be a great turn of events. 0-1's the count. Checks the runner at second. Donaldson swaying back and forth. Here's the 0-1. Pitcher checks the sign. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit deep, hit back to center field. Center fielder going back on the warning track. Tags up. See if Donaldson goes to third. Donaldson does tag up. He runs to third. He stands up in time and he gets to third. But that ball was, if that ball was hit to the left or right, this is a 4-3 ball game. This is a 4-3 ball game. That ball was hit. I know it's Yankee Stadium, but it was hit about as far as it could go here. Regardless, hang your head high, Joey Gallo, because that ball was hit far enough to get the runner to advance. So that's good. So runner on third, 2 outs, 2 home runs already hit this inning. Bring up the number 5 hit, LeMahieu, who already has a hit this game. Have to imagine Toronto is just trying to give their bullpen workers a little bit more time here to warm up. DJ LeMahieu had a single in the 4th inning. 1 home run, 1 RBI. Any kind of base hit will get this run across and tie the game. Let's hope he can get something here. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit down the right field line. It's going to land. It's going to be a tie ball game. And LeMahieu, if he's quick, he'll go to second. Here we go. His throw comes in. Throw to second. Stand up, slide in. Second. Another double. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie baseball game here in the 5th inning. Thanks to 2 solo home runs by Judge and Donaldson back to back. LeMahieu had a hit. No, wait. Gallo had a wait, yeah. No, yeah. Rizzo and Judge had home runs. Donaldson had a double. Gallo advanced him. LeMahieu just scored in Donaldson from second with a nice hit all the way down to the right field line. This pitcher is getting beat up this inning. And if you're New York, you knew your time was coming. Just had to put it in. Great play. Just like that, the New York Yankees have tied the game here in the bottom of the 5th. And looks like the pitcher wanted a new ball. Oh, so what happened is Torres had called timeout, but I guess the pitcher didn't hear it, so he threw the ball anyway. Anyway, that was weird. No count, first pitch. Check swinging outside, checked, appeal down to first. He did go strike 1. Ball was out of the zone, but they checked down to first, and it was a swing. So Torres, if Torres can get his bat swung, put this ball into play, New York Stadium's gonna go crazy. 0-1 count. Here's the first, second pitch, swung on, hit in the shallow center. Everybody's running back. Ooh, bobbled out by the second baseman, but he catches it. But not before the damage has been done. Back-to-back solo home runs, a couple doubles, a couple good hard hit balls. That pitcher will not be coming back out, but a pitcher who might be coming back out is Garrett Cole. Stay tuned and we'll see if he does. What a great inning. What a great inning for the New York Yankees. I mean, back-to-back home runs by Rizzo and Judge. I mean, those are your prime hitters. You have to imagine maybe Stanton, maybe Giancarlo Stanton. I'd be willing to bet if this game stays 3-3 at some point, Giancarlo Stanton's going to come up to pinch hit, right? Normally he would bat third for Donaldson, but either way, Donaldson still hit a double, right? So, be interesting. Regardless, top of the 6th, Garrett Cole did come back out there. You have to imagine if they did not score runs, that Garrett Cole would come out, right? Regardless, Bo Bichette's up to bat. Still have some action in the Yankees bullpen. He'll get over 80 pitches this inning. You wonder if he'll face Guerrero Jr. though. I mean, he is on deck. Here's the second 0-1 count in the dirt. Ball number 1. I mean, we rack on Garrett Cole a lot because, well, he gets paid a lot. But, I mean, outside of the one batter he's faced twice and given up 2 home runs to, you know, he's not doing so bad. 1-1 count. Here's a pitch in the zone. Strike 2. Like I said, with the exception of Guerrero Jr., who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, you know, the rest of the batting order he's faced relatively with ease. He's only given up 3 hits. 1-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Strike 3 out of the zone. Bichette goes down on strikes for Cole's 6th strikeout. But here comes trouble. What is his number? I don't know what his number is. Anyway, it's Guerrero Jr., first baseman. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. They're showing that the home run he hit in the first inning, it was in Aaron Hicks's glove and bounced out. Here's the first pitch. A nasty knuckle curve. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Guerrero Jr. has 3 home runs. 2 of them have come in this game all season. Garrett Cole, pitch number 79 of the outing. 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. They're checking down to first. He went around. Strike 2. That's a great pitch. Guerrero even challenged. Guerrero even looked and he said, "Hey, did I swing?" And he kind of pats to first to kind of, or pats his chest and look at Cole like, "Hey, it was a good pitch." Throw another knuckle curve. 0-2 count. Guerrero Jr. Here's the pitch from Garrett Cole. 98-mile-an-hour fastball driven down the right field line. Aaron Judge was way out of position. Gets to the wall. Guerrero's a heavy fella, but he'll get all the way to second. Sliding in. Sliding double. He's 3 for 3 on the day with 2 home runs and a double. Garrett Cole is just, he has no number. No number for Guerrero Jr. It was a defensive chopper swing. Aaron Judge was playing practically in center field. Golly, he was so far to the center. And Guerrero, from the moment he hit that ball, he went running. He knew he was going to get a double. Slides in there effortlessly. Gosh, this guy can hit the ball nicely, huh? Jeez. Anyway, 1 on, 1 out, top of the 6th. Tie ball game. Hernandez up to bat, right fielder, 0 for 2. Fly out in the ground out. Batting .333. Garrett Cole. He's already thrown 80 pitches. Here's the first pitch. Checks Guerrero at second. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. These guys are swinging at everything. Looks like they're trying to challenge Cole here. Maybe. I don't know. But regardless, 0-1's the count. Cole likes the sign. Checks Guerrero at second. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Strike 2. Slider. Hernandez almost looked like he wanted to swing at it, though. He's the 4th hitter for the Toronto Blue Jays. Just gave up 3 runs in the last inning to tie up the game. Garrett Cole's got 6 strikeouts. Only 1 walk this inning. 3 runs, 4 hits. Shakes off the first pitch. Shakes off the second. Likes the third. 1-1 count. Here it is. Oof, a slider just outside for ball number 2. Runs the count 2-1. You know, yeah, I just it seems like they're not on the same page tonight. Garrett Cole is shaking a lot of pitches off. I mean, a lot. He's almost, very rarely is he taking the first pitch. Again, shakes off the first pitch. Shakes off the second pitch. Shakes off the third, the fourth. Garrett Cole has something in his mind he wants. He shakes his head dramatically on this 5th option. Can't imagine you have many more options. Checks the dirt. Steps off the mound. Steps back on. Agrees to the first pitch. Probably was the 5th. Gathers himself. 2-1's the count. Here's the throw. Right across the middle. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Wanted it. He wanted his fastball. He said, "I'll beat him with fire." He said, "Just because one guy's got me beat doesn't mean I got to get fancy with it." Heater right down the middle. Strike 2. Runs the count 2-2. A big strikeout here if he can get it here. Cole steps off again. Interesting. 85th pitch here. He's not going to 100 pitches, right? Surely this is his last. If he can't get it out here, he probably gets replaced. If he gives up a walk or a hit, he probably gets replaced. If he gets the out, they'll probably give him the option to finish the inning. Regardless, 2-2 is the count. 85th pitch for Garrett Cole, top of the 6th. Hit down to first base, just past Garrett Cole's glove. Second baseman gathers it, throw on to first. He's out. 2 outs, but Guerrero did get over to third. So any kind of base hit to the outfield will result in an out. Something happened. Looked like maybe Aaron Boone was coming out before the play was called dead. Guerrero Jr. was like faking his walk down to first. Faking his walk down to home. And Aaron Boone says, Garrett Cole, we're not going to let you try to finish this inning. We'll get you out of there. So 85 pitchers for what's supposed to be the New York Yankees ace. But outside of the 2 home runs, I mean, Toronto has 4 hits. 3 of them are from Guerrero Jr. You know, so you take out that one batter, Garrett Cole threw a 1-hit game, no runs through 6 innings. However, that's not how baseball works, and they'll be replaced. I'm gonna wait until the next half inning to go to the bathroom. But up to bat, looks like Chad Green is coming in for the New York Yankees. This looks like his first start of the season, I believe. We can check a stat real quick while we're waiting. Let's move over here. Yep. Let's take a look here. Chad Green, last 7 games. Okay, he's had 2 games this year. He's pitched in 2 games, 2 innings. He's given up 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Yep, 1 strikeout. That's it. 1 strikeout, 2 innings, no runs, no outs, no hits. A whip of 0.50. Drafted in 2013 by the Detroit Tigers. 27-year-old. I believe it's 27. See what he can do when he comes back. Hopefully he can do something nice. I'd like to see something happen with him. I think my camera might be dying soon. So luckily we do have a backup camera. We'll play that. We'll switch to that for the latter part of the inning. Latter part of the game, rather. So they're showing some sort of replay. It looks like Hernandez got hurt somehow. He suffered his way down. He goes back to the dugout, throws his helmet, and goes in the locker room. You have to imagine his night is done, right? Hernandez, the right fielder for the Toronto Blue Jays, their cleanup hitter. I have to imagine his night is done. Anyway, Chad Green coming in, 67 games last year. ERA of 3.12. 99 strikeouts, 17 walks. It's not too bad. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1, 4-seam fastball. 94 miles an hour fastball. Now, that's clearly much slower than Garrett's fastball has been all night. So if you're the batter, how do you adjust to that? Guerrero Jr. still on third, 2 outs, top of the 6th, tie game. 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, great frame job by the catcher. Ball was just over the plate, just outside of the plate, but the catcher framed it back inside. Call that strike 2. 0-2's the count. How great would it be if you come in out of the bullpen, get 3 pitches, 3 strikes with a runner on third? Ooh, that'd be great. 0-2's the count, top of the 6th, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Is swung on, hit down the first base line, caught by the first baseman. Rizzo stops it, jogs over to first, tags the plate, and he's out. I'm going to run to the restroom. You guys enjoy your time without me. And we're back here for the bottom half of the 6th. Tie game, 3-3. New pitcher, the Toronto Blue Jays. Submarine pitcher. I think this guy pitched in the first inning. Adam Klimber. 72 games last year with Miami and Toronto. 3 for 4 was his record. A 2.26 ERA. That's great. Holy cow. 44 out there. Submarine pitcher, little sidearm. Says he wants 2 more warm-ups, so we'll take a sip of coffee and we'll wait for him to throw 2 more. Now, if I remember correctly, this guy was in the first game of the series and nobody did anything on him. If I remember. Anyway, center fielder tonight is Aaron Hicks. He bats number 7 in the lineup, and he's up first here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's now newly tied ball game, New York Stadium. Oh my God, I dropped my water. Don't worry, it wasn't open. Aaron Hicks currently batting .333 average, 1 for 2 tonight, a .977 on-base percentage, and 1 home run in this early season. See if he can do something tonight. See if he can give his team the go-ahead run. Umpires are checking their lineup cards. Seems like, oh, that's right, due to that Hernandez fella. Due to Hernandez, the substitution. Yeah, we didn't realize that. Umpires square away their lineup cards, get back to their positions. Home plate umpire is covered in sweat. My God. Nevertheless, looks like we're finally ready to get this inning underway. They're showing someone eating sushi. You go to a baseball game and eat sushi? What is that about? That's the weirdest thing we've seen all night. Anyway, here's the first pitch. Klimber. Oh, ow, whoa, way outside. Weird slider. Slow slider, 77 miles an hour, way outside in the dirt for ball number 1. Is it? I think it's Klimber. I'm not sure how you say that name. 1-0's the count regardless. 1 ball. Here's the pitch. Ooh, in the zone. This guy looks like he's not throwing very fast. 85 mile an hour 4-seam fastball right there. Aaron Hicks takes both of them. 1-1's the count. He's 1 for 2 tonight. There we go. Checks the sign. He likes the sign. Here's the pitch. Outside again. Strike 2. 4-seam fastball. 85 mile an hour. This guy must have some good control because I don't think he's got high velocity. Aaron Hicks gathers himself. Steps in the box. A few practice swings. Sets. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back behind home plate. Looks like I got a piece of the catcher on his way out there. That's Kirk. Brings the count to 2-2. Due up next, the shortstop and the catcher for the New York Yankees. Both of these guys have an on-base percentage of less than 1 and a on-base percentage, or an average of less than 1 and their on-base percentage less than 2.5. So not good starts once you get past Hicks. Here's 2-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the first base line. Chopper to the first baseman. Guerrero picks it up, tags the bag for out number 1. Throws it on to second to celebrate. And just like that, 1 out, 5 pitches, Aaron Hicks. So you're okay if this inning goes 1-2-3 for the New York Yankees. Obviously, you don't want it to. But if you can get the 7th inning to start with Rizzo, Judge, Donaldson, I mean, that's a good start in 7th inning. And then you go 8th inning into the heart, and then these guys come up maybe again in the 9th if you don't get anything across. But you're all right with this. I mean, obviously you'd like to go through the lineup all inning, but regardless. Anyway, here's the first pitch. Right down the middle, swung on, hit to the Bochette. Bochette gathers it at shortstop. 1 hopper, shuffles over, throws it in time for out number 2. So first 5 pitches to get out the first batter, and just 1 pitch to get out the second batter. Coming up now, the number 9 spot for the New York Yankees, their catcher, who has a batting average of 0.63. It's not that great. That's okay. Maybe now's the time. Mr. Kyle, 0 for 2 today. No surprise there. On-base percentage of 126. Not that great. He had a fly out and a strikeout in this game. As long as you don't get a strikeout, I'd say that's a plus. Give up one hit anyway. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-3 game. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit down, right back to Boschette again. He gathers it, throws over to first. In time, out number 3. 5 pitches to get rid of the first batter, and then 2 to get rid of the next batters. After 6, 3-3. Kirk Chapman up to bat next inning. All right, we're back here. Top of the 7th. In New York Stadium. 3-3 is the score. Toronto Blue Jays have 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Yankees have 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Pitcher coming back out for his 2nd inning. Mr. Chad Green had a great first inning. Facing off against Mr. Kirk. Catcher 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the first pitch of the 7th inning. Outside, ball number 1. Curveball outside. I have to imagine, like I said, if this next inning will be the best inning for the Yankees here when they can get their top of the order up to bat. But you got to get through these 3 outs here first. Second pitch. Oh, it was outside, but the umpire called it a strike. Strike number 1 brings the count to 1-1. That's interesting. 1-1's the count to the Toronto Blue Jays catcher. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul down the first base line. Strike number 2 brings the count to 1-2 for Mr. Green. Mr. Green throwing 6 pitches so far. Like to throw a strikeout here would be great. You can strike out the 6, 7, 8 hitter for the Toronto Blue Jays. That'll give you 8, 9 hitter. Or 9 hitter when you have 6 outs left. Anyway, excuse me. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Hit, swung on, fouled back. Kirk dropped down his knee on that one. He swung on that one pretty hard. Count remains the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th. 3-3 is the score. Toronto Blue Jays have yet to score since the 3rd inning, which again was only off a home run. Both runs have been scored by home runs off Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Then he hit a double, so he's on fire tonight. You really don't want to face him. Regardless, here's the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Kirk. In the dirt, ball 2, 4-seam fastball, 95 mile an hour. Brings the count back to even, 2-2. You don't want to lose him here as a pitcher. You don't want to give him a full count. It's Kirk. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out once already. His on-base percentage, his average this season is 118. So, 3rd, fastball outside, ball 3, full count. I just said you don't want to do that, and he did that. Because now he's got to throw him something to hit. Something presumably easy. Looks like right-handed pitcher Garcia in the bullpen for the Toronto Blue Jays. Wonder if he'll come out next inning. Green steps off. Catcher kind of told him to calm down. Breath. Steps back on. Kirk digs in. Full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. They walk to Kirk. That'll bring up Chapman, who himself, I believe, is 0 for 2 tonight. Chapman, he is 0 for 2. Strikeout, fly out. He's batting 158 on the season. But you don't really want to give up that walk to Kirk here to start the 7th inning. You don't really want to give Toronto any kind of belief, right? Nope. Only one person's bat has been working all night. You don't want to give them base runners, make them think their bats can come alive. Regardless, first pitch, 4-seam fastball right over the middle, swing and a miss. To Mr. Chapman, third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays, 0 for 2, and the strikeout, fly out. Top of the 7th, 1 on, nobody out, 3-3. Yankees have someone working out in the bullpen, can't quite see who it is. 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled up, popped up rather, hit is short into short field. Shortstop backs up to the left field, catches it for the first out. There you go. Good play, just like that. 1 out, 1 on. Now you're thinking of a double play. Now you're thinking a great little grounder double play and the inning. Up to bat is the number 8 spot, left fielder. Struck out last time he was up, and then he had that misplay out in left field, just not his day. Not the start of the season he would like either. Batting 111 and on-base percentage is .222. You get a double play or just an out here. That'd be great. Preferably you want to get the out though. So like I say, the 9th spot batter has to bat in the top of the 8th. You kind of want that. You don't want to start with the leadoff, in my opinion. Here's first pitch. Swung on, fouled ball, back behind the catcher. Dead ball, strike 1. You know, because the process is if you have to face the 9th batter, right? He's not a great hitter. He's having a rough game. He's 0 for 2 already. You know, he's not doing very well. You have to face the 9th batter, you know, that's much better than having to face Springer, Bouchette, and Guerrero Jr. You know, if you can get an out early, a free out, you know, hey. Regardless, 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 0-2. Hey, or you know what? Get him out. I mean, hey, why not? Strikeout builds the confidence. Regardless, 1 on, 1 out. Top of the 7th. No balls. 2 strikes. Tie game. Green likes the sign, gathers himself. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off a very, very, very defensive swing by that batter. He shakes his head like he knew he just got lucky right there. He swung simply to make contact. There was no point of trying to put that ball in play. It was actually out of the zone too, but he still swung at it nonetheless because 0-2, you got to be defensive. Making Green work a little bit this inning. 0-2 count remains. Takes the sign. He likes it. Here's the pitch. Catcher sets up way outside. Again, another defensive play. Are they calling it interference? They're calling it catcher interference. They're going to award the runner a base, which will move the runner to second and first. That's interesting. I'd like to see that replay. Yeah, that's textbook catcher interference, unfortunately. So here's a quick tip for you guys when you're playing baseball. When the batter is in the front swing. So when the batter is swinging the bat in front of him, if it hits contact while he's swinging, it's catcher interference. If he makes contact with the catcher at all. If it's with the backswing, it becomes batter interference. So something to kind of keep in mind there is that the interference call can be both. And they're going to get Kirk out of here. Looks like he probably weighs about 330. The Toronto Blue Jays catcher. They get Gavin, I don't know, Big O is the pinch runner for second. So runner on first, runner on second, 1 out. Santiago, number 9 spot, 2 flyouts on the day. He's 0 for 2. Here's Green, checks the runner on second, checks it on first. He throws first pitch, curveball just outside for ball number 1. Looked like that could have been in the zone, but it curved so big, the umpire, I think, just called it a ball regardless. So you have to imagine, double play ball is the best outcome here. At this point, you really don't want to strike out, and you just don't want to face Springer with runners on the base, regardless of how many outs. Here's a throw over to second. In time, runner gets back. Nothing to worry about there. Slides back a little bit, gets that jersey dirty. Mom will have to clean it tonight for him, no doubt about that. Anyway, first pitch was the ball. Runner on first, runner on second. Chad Green on the mound. Santiago at the plate. Wow, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Runs the count even. 1-1. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, right down the heart of the middle. Swung on and missed. This seems like this is a very pivotal at bat here for both teams, really. Green sets on the mound. Steps off the mound now. I tell you, this electronic call thing is just not working tonight. This is not the game you want to be the spokesperson for whatever this equipment's called. Anyway, Chad sets back on. Shakes off the first pitch, likes the second. Comes set, checks the runner at second. He fires. Fouled off down the right field line. Strike 2 brings the count to 1-2. A good strikeout here would be nice. You get a strikeout here, get 2 outs. I mean, you don't really want to face Springer at all, but if you have to face him, you'd rather face him with 2 outs. 2 on, 1 out, top of the 7th, tie game, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Santiago at bat, Green on the mound, comes set. Steps off, a little bit of a fake pickoff move to second. Doesn't actually throw it over, and the runner gets back in time. "19 pitches Green's thrown, an inning and a half. 1-2's the count. Checks the runner on second. Here he comes. He fires. He throws outside. Ball 2. Four-seam fastball. 96 mile an hour. Brings the count back even. 2-2. If this guy gets on board, if you face Springer with 1 out, bases loaded, I mean, you have some serious thinking to do. But let's hope we don't do that. Top of the 7th. 2 on, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Green to Santiago. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 3. Full count again. Santiago's going to get a pitch here. He's going to swing at here. You can't walk the bases loaded with 1 out to have Springer come up to bat. You just can't. You can't do it. Of course you can, but you can't. 3-2, full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseline. He gathers it, throws over to second in time, bobbles it over to first, not in time at first. And we will face Springer with runners in the corner in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. Second baseman just mishandled it a little bit. Looked like he went to throw it and it slipped down his hand. He's over saying some profanities. Let's check this replay out. He gets it out cleanly. And then, yeah, it just kind of slid down his hand. No interference by the runner. No distraction by the runner. Just a routine play that slipped. When he went to transfer it from his glove to his hand, it like stuck in his palm. That's all right. But that looks like that's going to be it for Chad Green. They'll bring in a new pitcher to face the top of the order. Springer is 0 for 3 today. But his on base, I mean, he's having a great start to the season. Regardless, you don't want to face him. So, due up when we come back. Top of the order for the Toronto Blue Jays, still 3-3. All right, so let's set the scene here for you. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th, tie game. George Springer up to bat, 0 for 3 today. Prior to today, he's been doing great. 0 for 3. He's had 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Feels like one of the most important at-bats all game. New pitcher for the Yankees, Jonathan. I don't know how to say his last name. Have to work on how to say these names. Already having troubles with the pitch count thing, or pitch call thing. Oh my gosh. He takes off his hat. Oh, this is so stupid. Can we just go back to like the regular shit? This is so annoying. So annoying. Springer up to bat. Chad Green pitched an inning and a half, did well. Got a little bit of a jam here, but he had some good control. Regardless, here's the first pitch to Springer in the dirt, 90-mile-an-hour slider. Ball 1. Just, you want the Yankees, you want the heart of the Yankees order to be up to bat with a tie game. That's what you're rooting for here. They can get out of this pickle. Get out of this jam. That'll be great for the Yankees. 0-1's the count. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 89-mile-an-hour slider in the zone. Strike 1 runs the count even. 1-1. I say even. Even. One's the count. Pitcher likes the sign. Sets. He throws. Foul. I hit into the left field. The runner from third will score. Runners will advance. No throw in till just now. Blue Jays take the lead 4-3 with a Springer hit. That'll bring up Bo Bichette, shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays. I told you didn't want to get to Springer. You did not want to face the start of the order. That was hit over the shortstop's head. He jumped, made an effort at it, but just not quite tall enough. A couple more inches would have made it. Springer is excited down the first base line. Bring up Mr. Bo Bichette, 1 for 3 on the day. He's had a lot of action in the field today, Mr. Bo Bichette, shortstop. Timeout's called by the ump. Everybody will reset. You have to imagine, I mean, your team, you gave up, your team's hit 2 home runs today. The Yankees offense can deal with 1 run, but much more than that, and you'll start to wonder if they can do it. So Bichette's 1 hit today was a double. It was the only one prior to this inning. It was the only other hit in this game after Guerrero's. But here's the 1-2-0-1 count pitch. Swing on, foul ball back behind plate. Brings the count 1-1. Keep in mind, there was a double play that could have happened this inning. But again, shortstop fumbled the ball. Allowed Springer to come up, drive in the go-ahead run. Can't think about that now, though, if you're in New York. 1-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled on the right field line. 1-2 is the count here. Here we go. Get the third strike here. Get the out. Get your boys back up to plate. That's all you want. If you're a Yankee, you're the pitcher. All you got to do is get a good strikeout here. 1 strikeout. End the inning. You'll be fine. You wonder if they kept Green in. If they kept Green in, you think maybe he could have got out Springer. But again, can't think about that. Regardless, 1-2 is the count. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Fouled into play, hit into play, fouled up in the air, excuse me. Aaron Judge coming on from right field, catches it. It's out, but not before. Toronto Blue Jays have 2 hits, score a run, make the inning go a long time. Due up, middle of the 7th, be the top of the order for the New York Yankees. All right, so we've taken out the new camera here. Bottom of the 7th. One error. I guess they ruled that double play bobble as an error. Bottom of the 7th, top of the order for the Yankees. Garcia did come in now. He'll face the top of the order here. Last season with Miami and Houston, he had 62 games. Pretty well. Here we go. Anthony Rizzo up to bat, bottom of the 7th. First pitch, curveball in there, strike one. The New York Yankees first baseman, 1 for 2. He had a walk in the early part of the game. Solo home run in the latter part of the game. Let's see what he does here at the end of the game. You have to imagine these guys will maybe get up maybe one more time if they can string together some hits. Here's the 0-1 pitch, way outside, changeup, ball one, brings the count even 1-1. Anthony Rizzo batting .278 for the season, on base percentage of 1,000. And you have to look at it. They put 4 outfielders out there. Infield is relatively open. Right side in the middle of the infield pretty much can hit anything. Here's the pitch, changeup, outside, ball 2. Count runs 2-1 for the New York Yankees first baseman. You know, that bobbled pitch that the second baseman bobbled out last inning for the double play, Rizzo did make a good catch to stop it. I mean, he had to jump up pretty high and catch it, but regardless, Garcia is ready. 2-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Check swung. He definitely went. Strike 2, runs the count 2-2. Ball was really not hittable. That's all right. So the count will be 2-2. You have to imagine the Yankees would like to get something going this game, this inning rather. If they can't, you're looking at 4, 5, 6 in the 8th inning, 7, 8, 9 in the 9th inning. So let's see what Rizzo can do. 2-2. Fouled off, stays alive. Four-seam fastball on the outside half of the plate. He made some nice contact just to keep the ball alive. Count remains the same, 2-2. Third baseman has completely moved over to the right side of the field. Now you have to imagine this is because of the 2-2 count. So there's no threat of a bunt. But if you're Rizzo, why not try it again, you know? Well, timeout called by Rizzo, granted by the umpire. So everybody will reset, do again. Rizzo smacks his gloves, grabs the bat. Digs in. Garcia sets. 2-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the end of the plate. That was definitely a strike. No reason for you not to swing at least try it. But that's all right. Rizzo down on strikes. Bringing up now, though, Mr. Aaron Judge. Last time at bat, hit his first home run of the season. This would be a great opportunity to hit his second home run of the season. I mean, this was just Rizzo was taking it, but I mean, it was in the zone. It was a strike. It was a good pitch by Garcia. Got him looking. But when you've hit a home run like that, why would you stop? Anyway, here's the pitch to Judge. Judge makes sweet contact through the hole into left field. Left fielder gathers it, throws it in. That's a good single for Aaron Judge. Perhaps his bat is coming alive this early in the season because it hasn't been up until now. But he's got a solo home run. Now it's up. Now a single. That'll bring up Donaldson, who had a good hit earlier in the game. Now I say if Donaldson gets a hit, I put a pinch hit in. I don't even know if Stanton's hurt or why. You know, Stanton's probably just got the day off. But I said last inning that if I was Aaron Boone in the right situation, I'd put Stanton up to bat. Regardless, Donaldson 1 for 3 on the day. Garcia takes the pitch, checks the runner. First pitch swung on, fouled off his foot behind home plate for strike number 1. Yankees have someone up in the bullpen. Someone warming up. That would be 3 pitchers in 3 innings if he comes in. And the closer is up to warm up in the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. 0-1's the count. Judge on first. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Garcia's pitch. Swung on and missed by Donaldson. Got him out in front of that on a changeup. 86 mile an hour on the inside part of the plate. Runs the count 0-2. Come on, Donaldson. Donaldson shakes his head no. Like he didn't mean to swing at that, or he knew he missed it. Regardless, here's the pitch. 0-2. Garcia sets. Here's the throw. Swung on, fouled down the left field line. Rolls out of play. Donaldson stays alive for one more pitch at least. Garcia having to work a little bit here. On deck, Joey Gallo, 0 for 3. And DJ LeMahieu if we get that far. Garcia checks Judge at first. Likes the sign. Gathers himself. 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down right to Bochette. Tosses it to second, over to first in time. Just like that, we're going to the top of the 8th. Toronto Blue Jays lead the Yankees 4-3. So we're back, top of the 8th. Guerrero Jr. up to bat. First pitch swung on, hit deep to left field. His 3rd home run of the day puts the Blue Jays out 5-3. Just walk him. Just walk him. This man, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., with not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs in this inning. In this game. Aaron Boone sees 1 pitch this inning and gets their pitcher out of here. That's the first time a Blue Jay has ever hit 3 home runs off the New York Yankees. And with him in the league and all the power, it probably won't be the last. Got a pitch and change in New York. Maybe 1 batter too late, if you're asking me. I mean, this is just, you'd like to see him in pinstripes. I mean, this man's phenomenal. Up on the 2nd deck. Crushed it. First pitch seeing. This is why you should swing at the first pitch of every first at bat in the inning. And just swung on. Shushes the crowd on his way through, pounds his chest, kisses, looks up to the sky. Yankees say, yeah, maybe we should do something about this. Change their pitcher. So we're back. Wandy coming in for the New York Yankees. Wandy? I don't know how you say that name. Regardless, now a 2-run game. Thanks to Guerrero Jr.'s 3rd home run of the day. Yankees have given up 6 hits to the Toronto Blue Jays. 4 of them have been by their first baseman. That is insane. Bradley Zimmer up to bat, center fielder for the Toronto Blue Jays. Pinch hit. First pitch with the ball. Second pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike one, run at the count 1-1. Keep in mind, Hernandez seemed to have gotten hurt last time he was at bat. He left the game, so Zimmer came in for him. Here's the pitch, 1-1. In the dirt, ball 2. You know, you feel depleted, right? If you're a Yankees fan or a Yankees player, I mean, you feel so depleted that this one guy beat you today. I mean, swing on and miss, strike 2, change up, down and in. I mean, of course the game's not over. You still have some powerful bats coming up to bat if you're the New York Yankees, but what a game by Guerrero Jr. I mean, he gets stepped on in the first inning. He gets gifted a home run. Then he gets stepped on and then hits 2 more home runs in a double. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down to the first baseline. Gathers it. Swings it over to the pitcher on his way to cover. Out number 1. Looks like maybe they were looking to challenge it at first, but then they said, never mind. So 1 out here, top of the 8th. I mean, this will be all over ESPN and Instagram and TikTok tomorrow. This guy hit 3 home runs and a double. I mean, baseball's not a one-man game, but like this, if the Yankees lose this game, it'll be because of one man. Here's the first pitch, swung on, hits the left side of the field through the gap into left field, a base hit, and you're just starting to feel exhausted if you're the Yankees. You just feel like the Blue Jays are a better team tonight. But you never know. Coming up to bat now, Mr. Tyler. He replaced Kirk as the catcher. You had a feeling if it got to this part of the lineup, they were going to start to replace them. Just because these guys were having a rough day. So, 1 on, 1 out, top of the 8th. 5-3 ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Steps off the mound. Looks like he checked the runner at first, then he stepped off. That's all right. Everybody sets back up. Pitcher checks the runner at first. Gets the sign. Likes the first pitch. He stalled. Here's throw. Showing bunt. Bunt down to the pitcher. Pitcher gathers it. It's a good bunt. Throw to first in time for the second out. That was a great bunt. And if the pitcher didn't throw that ball 100 miles an hour to the first baseman, I think they're both safe. Big bunt. Good bunt. Advances the runner to second. 2 outs, though. And that'll bring up Mr. Chapman. Matthew Chapman, who had a strikeout, a flyout, and a pop out. Batted 150 on the season. 3 RBIs, though. Looking to add a 4th here if he can get a ball hit to the outfield. If you're the Yankees, you're just trying to get out of this inning and then hope for something your team can hit. Here's first pitch. Foul ball, back behind the plate, strike 1. I mean, who's due up for the Yankees? It's the 4-5-6 hit, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's 4-5-6 of the Yankees. So maybe they can do something. But down 2, 6 outs left. It's interesting. Anyway, no balls, 1 strike, runner on second, 2 outs, top of the 8th, 5-3. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1, sinker, 95 mile an hour. Guerrero Jr. looks on at the entire Yankees team saying, yeah, I just beat you single-handedly. Anyway, 1-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Hit down in the right field, right out to Aaron Judge. It'll be a single. See if they wave the runner home. They do. He scores. Runner goes to second. It's a double. 2-out double. Scores the run. Now the lead is 6. And if you're in New York, you're thinking, how do we get these guys out? What a rough inning for the New York Yankees. Giving up a 3rd home run to Guerrero Jr., then a couple base hits and a double. Doubles their lead just like that. It's 6-3, top of the 8th. Close play at the plate, kind of. A few more seconds, he would have got him. You would have liked to have seen him throw the ball to second instead of first. Perhaps he could have got him, but that's a decision made by someone else. Anyway, number 8 spot for the batter here for the Blue Jays. He's 0-2 for the day. He got interference last time he was out there. He's the guy who swung and hit the catcher's mitt, made contact. 0-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Foul ball, broken ball rather. Hits the second baseman. He gouges it, throws it over to Rizzo in time for the 3rd out, but not before the damage has been done. Guerrero Jr. hits his 3rd. Count them, everybody. 1, 2, 3 home runs today. Then a couple more hits and a double. Score 5 and 6. Leads 6-3. Heading into the bottom of the 8th. Yankees are running out of outs, and I'm running out of patience. All right, we're back. Trevor Richards is coming in for relief for the Blue Jays. Up to bat will be Joey Gallo, DJ LeMahieu, and Gleyber Torres. It's a 1-run game. You might look for a pinch hitter here, but in a 3-run game, one pinch hitter is not going to make a difference. So last year with Milwaukee and Toronto, Richards was pretty well. 53 games, ERA of, I didn't see it. His on-base percentage against hitters, right-handed hitters, was less than 1.5. So that's pretty good. Joey Gallo, left fielder for the New York Yankees, takes his stance inside the left side of the batter's box. First pitch at the bottom of the 8th. Swung on, fouled back behind home plate for out number 1, or for strike number 1, excuse me. Joey Gallo, the 4th hit, the cleanup spot for the New York Yankees, is 0 for 2 today. You have to imagine, like I said, if it was a close game, if the score was still 3-5 or 3-4, you know, you would probably think about putting Stanton in tonight to pinch hit. It is his night off, but game like that. But now that it's 3, I mean, unless it becomes a 1-run game, I mean, I don't know. At that point, it's the top of the lineup again. Regardless, 1-1 pitch, high and outside, ball 2. 4-seamer fastball, 93 miles an hour outside to the Yankees left fielder, Mr. Joey Gallo. On base percentage this season so far, 600. Bottom of the 8th, nobody on, no outs. Here's the pitch. High in the zone, popped up behind home plate, strike number 2. Brings the count full, 2-2. I mean, if you give up, if you go 3 out, 3 down here, yeah, that'll be 7, 8, 9 for the bottom of the 9th inning. Does not look promising. You want at least one guy to get through here. I mean, you'd love to get some runs, but give the top of the lineup at least some sort of opportunity to come back in the next inning. 2-2 pitch. Here it is in the dirt. Ball 3. Change up. 85 mile an hour. Excuse me. So Richards has come in and worked a full count with his first batter found. Joey Gallo digs back in. 3-2's the count. Adjusts his helmet. Richards takes the sign. He likes it. Here's the pitch. 3-2. High in the zone. Swung on. Fouled back behind home plate. Count remains the same at 3-2. Full count. After Gallo, it's LeMahieu, Torres, Hicks. The next 3 up if we get that far. 3-2, bottom of the count, or bottom of the 8th, excuse me. We'll do it again. Catcher shook off the first pitch. That was weird. Maybe had the sign wrong. 3-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Strike 3 for the first out of the 8th inning. And just like that, they're down to their final 5 outs of the game, New York Yankees. Unless they can get 3 runs across. It was a good pitch. Nice swing and a miss. That's all right. Joey Gallo. Looks like he just missed it on the break on that curveball. That's okay. Bring up third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Batting. Here we go. First pitch, right over the middle of the plate for strike 1. LeMahieu 2 for 3 today, a single and a double, brought in an RBI. When he hit that double earlier in that big explosive inning the Yankees had. Looking for another one of those right now would be lovely. 1-1's the count. Here's pitch. Ball down, called ball, 1-1. Almost looked like the umpire wanted to call that one. Mayhew sets in. 1-1's the count. Richards shakes off the first pitch, likes the second one. Agrees to it. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle again, strike 2. LeMahieu, what are you looking for, bud? 2 fastballs right down the middle. He must be sitting something other than a fastball. Brings the count 1-2. A strikeout here. It seems like it's slowing down the inevitable is all it seems to do here. If LeMahieu strikes out here. 1-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Ball was outside. 2-2's the count. To the New York Yankees third baseman. DJ LeMahieu, Gleyber Torres, Aaron Hicks, the ones on deck and in the hole. 2-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle again, swung on and missed. All 3 strikes in that at bat were fastballs directly down the middle. That is something shocking. So 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts here, bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Gleyber Torres on the season, batting 235, 616 overall, or on base percentage, excuse me. Today he's 0 for 3. First pitch, swinging, drilled out to right field, back to the wall, over the wall, home run for Gleyber Torres. Just like that, cuts the lead down to 2 here. And that'll bring up Aaron Hicks. We know Aaron Hicks has some power. You have to imagine that Richards threw a fastball because of the way he was able to strike out LeMahieu, the batter right before. First pitch was a fastball right down the middle. Torres knew it was coming, swung on it, made good contact, bounced off the top of the wall, got over for a home run. Just like that, 4-6. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Aaron Hicks. First pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 1, 85-mile-an-hour fastball. He was trying to get the game to within 1 run with that swing. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single in the 2nd. Pretty inactive since then. That's all right. You always know Aaron Hicks has some power. I mean, he's a good hitter. Just because he bats 7th in the lineup doesn't mean he's bad. He's a good hitter. Here's the 0-1 count. Called strike. Really not even close. Umpire was fancy by the drop. Pitch had some good drops, so the umpire called it a strike. Regardless, runs the count 0-2. Richards got the ball where he wants it. Here's the pitch. Fouled off behind home plate. Stays alive. Aaron Hicks. Feel like he got robbed with this one. Feel like that second strike should not have even been called a strike. He got robbed of it. Yankees have 2 people working out in the bullpen. I don't know if they'll bring them in for the top of the 9th. I mean, if Aaron Hicks can get a hit, then you know, if he can get on base, then that'll be good leading into the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball number 1. Runs the count 1-2. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, nobody on, 4-6. Toronto Blue Jays lead the Yankees. Aaron Hicks at bat. 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the third base line, into the outfield. A single. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. That's a good hit. We'll bring up the 8th spot hitter for the New York Yankees. And it looks like Giancarlo Stanton is coming to the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe he's on deck. No, it looks like he's going to come pinch hit. And with one swing of the bat, which you know he can do, he can tie this game. Giancarlo Stanton taking a few practice swings. You knew it was coming. I've been talking about it for 3 innings. And here comes the general manager for the Toronto Blue Jays out to the pitcher to maybe talk to him about how they want to pitch to Giancarlo Stanton. You're going to talk to him. What you'd love to see is that you come at him real quick with a fastball just like that and watch him hit a home run. Giancarlo's had an off day today, but due to the circumstances of the game, he's going to get to play baseball. Down 2 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 on, 2 out. Have to imagine where are they going to play him if they play. He's pinch hitting for the shortstop. I don't think he's going to play infield. Perhaps they put Gallo on the infield. I don't think Stanton plays in the infield, but we'll talk about that next half inning. Right now, he's got to face the pitcher, Richards, and be at bat. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Yankee Stadium is on their feet. They want this game tied with one swing of the bat. Carlos Stanton has 2 home runs so far this season, batting .250. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-0 pitch, swung on, hit to left field. It's back, it's gone. We have a out. Got the ball in left field on the warning track. That ball was 3 feet away from going over the wall and tying this game. Instead, it's caught on the warning track. That ball was 3 feet away from going over the wall and this game being tied. Instead, he's out. Top of the 9th coming up after this. So Stanton is not staying out there in the field. So where we thought maybe he was going to stay out here, he's not. But JP Sears is up to bat. This is his major league debut in the top of the 9th. In AA and AAA, he went 25 and 18, 25 games, 18 starts, 10-2 record, 3.72 ERA, 104 innings. So pretty reliable pitcher. See how he does in the big leagues, facing the number 9 spot. Then he'll be facing up against Springer right away. Giancarlo Stanton, I was so excited about that hit. I really thought that hit was gone. It was definitely one of those like womp, womp, womp moments. I mean, it was gone. It looked good. It was a great swing, and it just came up really a lot shorter than it looks, but I mean, the left fielder was maybe a few outs, a few steps away. Regardless, number 9 hitter, Santiago, second baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays, up to bat. 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice has been his performance tonight. 0 for 3. On base percentage of 742. Here's the first pitch of Sears' major league debut, and it is inside, called strike, slider. Good pitch. Good looking pitch. 83-mile-an-hour slider. 26 years old. With the 11th round pick by Seattle back in 2017. Acquired from the Mariners in 2017 for another pitcher. Here's the second pitch. 0-1's the count. Here's throw. Swung on, hit back. Center fielder going back, Aaron Hicks gets under it, catches it. Out number 1 for the top of the 9th inning. So we fast forward here. If the Yankees do well, it'll be Gonzalez, the catcher and then Rizzo. So they'll get to the top of the order here in the bottom of the ninth. Down by 2. You know, at the power, if one of the first 2 batters can get on, you can get Springer, or not Springer, you can get Rizzo and Judge up to bat. I mean, that's pretty good. But here's the first test of Sears' young career facing George Springer, who's 1 for 4 today. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 2, 96-mile-an-hour sinker. That's a good little pitch. That's a good little pitch from this nice little, this new MLB debut pitcher Yankees have acquired. Here we go. 0-1 the count. Top of the ninth. George Springer up to bat. Sears deals. Here he comes. Inside, strike 2. Good little slider. Good little slider from him. Jordan Romano up to bat, or in the bullpen here for the Blue Jays. Their closer. He's a pretty good closer. He closed the first game of the series out relatively easy. He's always got kind of a nonchalant grin on his face. Anyway, 0-2 count to Springer. Sears, catcher sets up high and in. His pitch swung on and missed, and his first strikeout of his MLB debut is on the Toronto Blue Jays center fielder George Springer. Coming up next, second order, excuse me. Bo Bichette, shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays, he's had a good heavy workload today. Bunch of balls were hit to him in the infield. He had that one throw from his butt cheek, and he had a couple of plays in the infield which were pretty good. But at bat, 1 for 4 with a double in the third, scored a RBI off of it. That was one of the first 3 runs. That was only by Romero Guerrero Jr. Here's the first pitch. In the zone, slider. This ump is being very generous to Sears. Very, very generous. A couple of these pitches are all over the place, but he's being very, very generous. You have to imagine if you're Sears, you do not want to face Guerrero Jr. I mean, do you walk him? Do you walk him if Guerrero Jr. gets up to bat in this game again? 3 home runs and a double. I just walk him. Here's the 1-0-1 pitch. High and away. That's ball 1. Really, his first pitch that seemed way out of the zone was that one right there to Bo Bichette. Runs the count 1-1. Said it was a sinker, but it looked more like a fastball high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the ninth. Toronto Blue Jays shortstop digs in. Sears likes the sign. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, back to the second baseman, picks it up, scoops it, throws over to Rizzo, out number 3. We don't have to face Guerrero Jr. for a 5th time. Blue Jays closer jogs on in. It'll be, I believe it'll be 9-1-2 up to bat for the Yankees when we come back. Down to their final 3 outs, down by 2. All right, let me set the scene for you. Bottom of the ninth. Down 2 runs, New York Yankees. Number 9 spot, their catcher, Kyle Hikoshi. Hikoki? I don't know how you say his name. Fly out, strikeout, ground out. Not having the start to the season you want. Batting 0.59. On base percentage, less than 1.25. Romano in for the Toronto Blue Jays. Great closer. Here's the first pitch. Outside slider, ball 1. Now you have to imagine, if you're the Yankees, the dream scenario here is this batter here can get on at all. You want him to get on with nobody out. Just get on base. Give the top of your order something to play with. Second pitch, swung on, popped up to first base. Guerrero Jr. is under it. Makes the catch in foul territory. Yankees are down to their final 2 outs of this, which you have to imagine was a very winnable game at one point. And instead has turned into the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Day. And this day will live rent-free in every New Yorker's head for a while. So up to bat, Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 3 with his 1 solo home run. Back in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here we go. First pitch. Pitcher sets, he throws in the bottom of the strike zone. Slider outside of the strike zone, rather, for ball number 1. You just want to see some contact, really. I mean, at this point, until you can get a runner on, you just want some good contact. The Blue Jays have 4 outfielders for Anthony Rizzo. Left side of the field kind of open. Here's the pitch. Slider again, outside the zone, ball 2. Anthony Rizzo had some good patience there waiting on that one. That looked good, looked tempting. Aaron Judge on deck, 2 for 3 today. The solo home run of his own back in the 5th. Romano sets, he throws, 2-0's count. Foul tip, back into play, into shallow left field. Just foul, but if that ball landed in play, that was kind of trouble. And the Yankees would have maybe been able to do something with that one. Instead, Rizzo jogs back to home plate. He'll do it all over again. It's probably about 2 feet foul. 2 feet foul that ball was. It's all right. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter for the New York Yankees, first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 9th here, 1 out, nobody on, down by 2. Romano in, closer for the Blue Jays. Ball 3, 4-seam fastball, down and away. Now, if you're Anthony Rizzo here, are you taking all the way or are you swinging at this one? We'll see what Aaron Boone tells him to do here. I'm saying take. I say take. Well, I say swing. You've already hit 1 home run. Never mind. Swing away. 3-1's the count. Here's the switch to Rizzo. Shows bunt. Bunt's fair down the left field line. He was not leaving the box at all, but he'll get down to first with the 3-1 bunt. That was a good bunt, Anthony Rizzo. Now, he bunted as kind of a joke. He thought it was foul. It bounced fair and rolled past the base and then went into foul territory. If that ball stayed on the line that it was going, that was an out, because he never left the box until someone was probably yelling at him. Anyway, 1 on, 1 out. Aaron Judge, 99, right fielder. Already hit a home run once today. We'll face Romano. Here's first pitch. High and inside, ball 1. All right, you want to throw at him like that? Well, then you're going to have to give him something to hit. Let's see if Judge can do something here. 1 swing of the bat can tie the game. Keep in mind, we've already talked about it once today, but he turned down that massive contract because he wants more money. Hitting a home run in the bottom of the 9th, down by 2, able to tie the game, would surely go towards a long way of making that contract be more money. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. Inside again, ball 2, 4-seam fastball. Judge dropped his bat and looked right at Romano after that pitch. He said, "Stop throwing to me inside." 1 missed spot inside, and it's gone. Yankees have Chapman kind of warming up. He's doing some stretching out there. Maybe they can do something with him here. Got to tie the game first. 2 balls, no strikes. Aaron Judge at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, drilled down the third base line. Foul for strike number 1. He was just over the top of that. Skimmed it, went right down the third base line. What you don't want here is a double play. It's kind of the obvious situation. 2 balls, 1 strike. Aaron Judge at the plate. Rizzo on first. Closer for the Blue Jays and Romano. Blue Jays up 2 runs, 6-4. Aaron Judge already has 1 home run. Here's the pitch. In the zone, but a good slider swung on and missed by Aaron Judge. Makes the count 2-2. That was a good pitch. Aaron Judge was looking to tie the game with that swing. He'll most likely be looking to tie the game with this swing as well. 2-2's the count. Bottom of the 9th. Mono checks the runner at first. Gathers himself. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Aaron Judge. Four-seam fastball high and in. Strikeout. Out number 2. Not quite over yet though. Blue Jays still have to get one more out. So Romano had 2 pitches inside on him. Both times Judge looked at him like he was not happy about it. And then 3 pitches fouled off, swing and a miss, and then a swing and a miss again. Good pitches by this Romano fella, 99. Striking out. Josh Donaldson 1 for 4 this game. Sure would like to get another hit right now. Yankees down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, drilled down the first base line, caught by Guerrero Jr. Snagged that ball out of the air. And on a night that he will soon not forget, Guerrero Jr. hits 3 home runs, a double, and makes the final out of the game. That is crazy. I'm going to gather my thoughts, give a final presentation, and then we'll send you out of here. All right. Well, let's see if we can get do this like this. Transform. Fit to screen. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me remove this. And then add this. All right. Start recording. All right, April 13th, 2022. Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Yankees. Blue Jays win 6-4. It was a game that was all about Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who hit not one, not two, but 3 home runs. He went 4 for 4 today, 3 home runs and a double. And his 3 home runs, he hit one in the first. That was very lucky. And then one in the third and one in the 8th, excuse me. And what a phenomenal game from him. You have to imagine after you give up 2 home runs and a double that perhaps you should intentionally walk him, because going into the 7th and 8th inning, it was tied 3-3. Then the Blue Jays gave up, or the Yankees gave up 1 run in the 7th. So even that, 4-3 is manageable. And then they got 2 runs in the 8th, and it was pretty much over by then. Giancarlo Stanton did come up to bat. He was off today, but he pinched hit at the bottom of the 8th, and he hit a ball that would have almost tied the game, but it was about 3 feet shy of going over the wall. So unfortunate loss for the New York Yankees. The Blue Jays looked good. A lot of good plays. They had some pretty good defensive plays. Yankees got 10 hits, but could only get 4 runs across. And they gave up a nasty double play. They had 1 error on the day, and it was a double play that, turned into a couple runs. So unfortunate for them. But they play one more time tomorrow in this series. Series is 1-2 right now. Blue Jays are winning. Yankees could tie the series tomorrow and make it 2-2. But other than that, it was a good performance by everybody all around. Yankees had Garrett Cole start the game. He went 5 and 2/3 of an inning. But 6 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. All 3 of his runs were Guerrero home runs. Or never mind, 2 of them were Guerrero home runs. So all in all, it was okay performance. Yankees struggled way early. Took them 5 innings to start making contact and hitting the ball. So we broadcasted it live on YouTube. If you guys are interested in watching it, come by, stop by. I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 games every series for the Yankees and work on it. But it's a lot of fun. But if you're here from the stream, thanks for hanging out. If you're here from the video, thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you guys in the future.